humbled to be on this stage with so many million-dollar earners, y'all. Before I get started, though, I got a question for you. Where are my ladies at? Come on, you can let them know. Where are my ladies at? Now I want to know how many of you are afraid this is a man's world. Thank God, because I'm here to tell you it's not, y'all. Come on now, who was your MVP below RVP? It was a female, Abby freaking Schaffner. Yeah, she's going backstage. Love you, girl. She was also my replacement, just saying. But yeah, so let me kind of get into it because I don't have much time here. First off, I know it's kind of crazy to be like, what is she doing with this big old water bottle? How many of you guys have ever heard of these before? How many of you guys have seen them all the time? People fighting for them at Target. But before 2019, how many of y'all heard of them? Oh, either one of you. My team is so coachable, y'all. I had two come up to get it for me. Thank you, Shirlene and Abby Williams. You guys are amazing. So I'm going to try to learn how to use this clicker here. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story. So I'm going to talk a little bit about mindset and perception. I'm going to try to get it all in 10 minutes here. So my story. Again, first off, how many of you currently or previously have wondered if this thing works? Is this for me? Why are they getting such high numbers and I'm not? Why are they succeeding so fast but I'm not? Will I ever be where they are? How many of y'all? And if you don't raise your hand, you're lying. Come on. I know every single one of you has had that thought at some time. Okay? So now I'm going to get into my story. The Stanley Cup, you guys, is teaching us $1 million lesson. Which is kind of great because at Primerica we talk about $1 million earners, right? So why not have $1 million lesson? Sometimes you don't need a new product, you just need a new audience. Now I could do a whole other presentation on your audience, okay? That's not where I'm gonna go with this today. I got a different lesson for you. Stanley is a 110-year-old company, and in 2019 they hit $73 million in sales. Not too bad to hit $73 million in sales, right? Their primary target audience was working men who needed to stay hydrated in the job sites while hiking, etc. Now, before 2019, I was also one of those who did not, a year ago I didn't even know what Stanley Cup was. My sister gave me a gift card to Dick's, and to get your mind out of the gutter, Dick's Sporting Goods, y'all, okay? And she wrote on it, think of this as a Stanley Cup. Now I'm from Detroit. The only Stanley Cup we talk about is the one the Red Wings bring home, okay? So I'm like, what is she talking about? You can't buy game tickets at Dick's Sporting Goods. Maybe she's talking about a hoodie. She had to actually explain to me what a Stanley Cup was. But apparently I had actually heard of a Stanley Cup, because when I went to put this presentation together, I'm like, wait a minute. That green thermos my dad's had for forever, is that a Stanley? Sure enough it was. Okay, so they've been around, just not as big as what they are. Now in late 2019, 2020, this is why y'all heard of it. A popular blog for women posted about this cup and our audience of women went crazy over it, causing it to go viral several times. Instead of brushing off this sudden surge in sales from a new and unexpected audience, like many brands do, right? Stanley's new global president, who has a strong marketing background, decided they should go all in on this new woman audience. They launched brand new colors that were pastels and colorful, opposite of what they had done for the last century. They did collabs with influencers and other popular brands like Starbucks. They created a wait list of thousands of women and sold out for every new launch. Last year in 2023, you guys ready for this? They were projected to hit $750 million in sales. My question to you, because you're probably wondering why am I talking about drinking cup, right? Remember how I said Stanley's a 110-year-old company and in 2019 they hit $73 million in sales? But yet in 4 years they were projected to hit $750 million in sales. That's more than 10 times their sales in over 100 years. My question, was Stanley broken before 2019? Were they broken, y'all? Then why do you think you're broken? Why are you taking advantage of this opportunity? Why do you think you can't do it? Because I know you can. Every single one of you has the potential to be up here on this stage. If you didn't cross this stage, you're going to be crossing it next time. Next time, you are going to be up here next time. Next thing I want to talk about is perception. Because a lot of people are probably thinking, back to those questions. Why am I not where they are? Why am I not further ahead? Why am I not going as faster as they did? Well, I like to relate things to real life. So one of the things my 18-year-old and I have been doing is we hit a lot of concerts this last year. This was at the Sam Hunt concert. Well, if you can tell, we're not sitting too far back. There's not that many rows in front of us, right? But I was still thinking, God, I wish I could have got a seat closer. And then we had a really tall dude in front of us. Now, I'm not short. I'm just down to earth. I like to have a little fun side, okay? So I really couldn't see the stage. Like, I'm like squeezing between the two tall people, trying to figure out what's going on, right? I almost thought about changing seats with him. But had we been in a closer row, had I changed seats with him, we would not have been in our seats. That's the key. Our seats. We were right where we were supposed to be when Sam Hunt came out in the audience and walked right behind us, y'all. If we had been in a closer row, if I had switched seats with the tall guy in front of me, would we have been in our seats when Sam Hunt came walking by? Y'all are right where you are supposed to be. Stop worrying about when am I going to get there. You're going to get there. But on your time, on God's time. It's going to happen for you. But let it happen. Now, I'm not saying don't run after it, y'all, okay? Success don't speak. I'm not saying stop what you're doing. But know it is going to happen on your time. It took me 2 years to build it. But in the last year, I've made almost $200,000. Was it worth it, y'all? Were those first 2 years worth it? So keep on going. Don't stop. Don't wish you were that other person. Don't wish you were in somebody else's seats, because you're in your seat. You are right where you are supposed to be. Now, I know I've done this before. A lot of you have seen it, but we had a lot of new people in here, and I think people who have seen it before maybe need to see it again. So again, I want you to put your hand up, stand up, whatever. If you have ever wondered if this thing works, is this for me? Is this ever going to work? Is this one of those things? Okay? Keep your hand up. Now I want you to look around the room, and I want you to see everybody with their hands up. Because when you start feeling alone in life, alone in this business, when you start thinking, God, I'm going through it, I'm never going to get past this, I want you to remember, everybody in this room has felt that exact same way. And you are not alone. You are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Everybody in this room has been through something. Because as Andy Onstead always says, my amazing coach, I'm pointing to his empty seat. I'm not even sure where he's standing right now. When you've got greatness coming for you, God's going to test you. He's going to make sure you are ready for that greatness that is coming for you. So I can guarantee y'all, if you are going through it, if you're fighting through it, if you're wondering when's this ever going to stop, when is life going to stop beating you up? Y'all, if God brings you to it, He'll bring you through it. Greatness is coming for all of you. Thank you.